Hey everybody, welcome to Frannie Square and to Show and Tell episode 4, where it's all about you. So before we get started with the crochet projects that were sent in this week, and there are some really amazing ones, I just wanted to give a shout out to one of our subscribers, Raissa. She's been with me from the start, and I consider her a dear friend, and she has launched her own portrait studio. She's an artist and an amazing artist. You have to check out her work. I'm going to put something up right here so you can just see a little bit of it, but I'm going to put her website in the description below. Go take a look. You won't be sorry you did. Okay, so on to our crochet projects. Today's episode is going to be a short episode. I had to film the episode 2 days early because I'm going to my niece's wedding. So I was only able to put submissions that arrived by Friday morning. So if you sent your submissions after Friday morning, they'll be in next week's show and tell. Okay, so on to our first submission. It was sent in by Carlita, and she made this very unique Afghan. Take a look at this. She said, this is a pattern from Dana's Wanderlust Crochet called Sand and Sea Afghan. And the pattern had turtles and starfish, but Carlita added the whales and jellyfish herself, making it her own. I love that. And she used red heart ombre for the Afghan and just scraps for the appliques. So you can see the starfish and the turtles, and then there's the whale up in the corner. Really great. How cute is that? And the jellyfish, love them. I love how the jellyfish and starfish have expressions on their faces. Great job, Carlita. Thank you so much for sending those in. The next submissions come from SD McDaniel, and she had actually sent some submissions in a previous episode. Not only did she send some submissions of her work, which we're going to take a look at in a minute, but she also sent a PDF that she wrote up and shared with me about how to weave in your ends so that your work doesn't come apart. And I actually tried her method out and really liked it. So she said I could take that PDF and put it up on my website for anybody who would be interested. I'm going to put a link in the description below so you can go check it out. It's a really great tip. Okay, so on to SD's work. Okay, she said, the first is a hooded cape that she made for herself a few years ago, and that the pattern was actually purchased. The second is a dress that she crocheted for her best friend's daughter. It's her own design. She made it before she started writing patterns, so there isn't a written pattern for it. But all of it was crocheted by her, from the dress itself to the flowers and butterflies that are on it. That is so adorable. I love that. The next picture is of a round sling bag she made for her youngest son. He uses it anytime they are going out of town for the weekend, and it holds just about everything he needs. She said she did make it a little bit bigger than she intended, but she's still proud of it, and you should be. The next picture is a pair of hand warmers that she designed. She designed the pattern and the stitch, which she calls the wicker lace stitch. She said this set does have a written and published pattern. That's awesome, designing your own stitches too. The last set of pictures are of hats that she's crocheting for the anti-bullying Hat Not Hate campaign. And she designed all of the hats, but because they were for a charity organization, she hasn't written the patterns. And she said at least not yet, so those may be coming in the future. She asked that if I do choose to show these, that I mention and explain the anti-bullying campaign, which is being sponsored by Lion Brand Yarns. She truly believes it's a worthy cause, and anyone that wants to learn more can go to lionbrand.com and look under the community page, and it'll tell you more about that. Thank you so much for sharing all of that information with us and your projects, SD. The next project comes from Samantha Jefferson, and I think this is going to look familiar to all of you. It's the Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend tote with her own spin on it. Take a look. So Samantha said that she finished it with multicolored purples and off-white, and she made her own handle. That looks great, Samantha. Great job. I love seeing all the different ways that people are making this bag. Thank you for sending that in, Samantha. Finally, Michelle, a fairly new subscriber, sent these pictures in of some really unique projects. Take a look. So the first two pictures are a Robert Plant doll. How amazing is this? And she said the pattern was a small pattern, so she had to adjust it to make it larger. And she said she's not great at adjusting patterns. Well, I beg to differ. I think this looks great. The next picture is of a dress that she made. She didn't even know that she had sent the dress to me, but I think it's absolutely adorable. I love the orange little tie around the waist. Finally, she sent a bunch of cat couches in. And I know we have a lot of cat lovers out there, so I'm sure you're going to enjoy these. I love how she made a little granny square blanket for the couch. And then we have an orange and black Halloween themed couch. Look at that. That's amazing with the pillows and the spider webs on the pillows. I love how her cat couches have blankets and pillows to go with them. And look at this one with the pillows and the cat laying on the couch. How adorable is that? Amazing work, Michelle. Thank you so much for sending that in. Okay, so those are all the submissions for this week. I know it was a short episode, but as I said, I had to film it early. If you'd like to be part of the show and tell coming up, just send me some pictures of your work to my email, franniesquare@gmail.com, and send me a little description of your projects. That way I can share with everybody what you'd like them to know about your projects. I want to thank everybody who sent their submissions in. I love getting these. They really inspire me and help me to be more creative, and I'm sure the rest of the community would say so as well. As a matter of fact, I've gotten so many comments from people saying that the show and tell is their favorite segment. So keep them coming. Okay, so as always, thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate it. Remember to make it your own, and I'll see you soon.